Hello, my name's Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. I have a question for all you moms out there today. If you knew your daughter had a problem, and you knew she had a husband that cared so much that he would come to your house and cry on your shoulder and put his arms around you and say, please help me help your daughter, would you not look at that as one of the best men you could have for your daughter? Or would you shun that man? And yes, it's provable that the mother knows that the daughter has this problem because the mother wrote her a whole book on it. Like most of what I come on here and say, as absurd as a lot of this sounds, I can prove it. And if it sounds so crazy, people, all of it, how do you think I feel living in this mess? And in that book, it didn't state any coping mechanisms or ways to help because her mom never found those problems or those answers to the problems. Instead, she's and still today continues to go down the hill of the wrong pills and taking the wrong pills that actually counteract with the mental illnesses. Xanax does not make it all feel better for all the pain that you've caused, but that's what they do. Xanax, according to all the professionals I've talked to, makes it even worse. So in that book, it talks about, the abusive nature and all the bad things you're going to do, but nothing on how to fix it. So if you knew your daughter had these problems and her husband cared and loved her enough to come to your house, knock on your door, put his head on your shoulder, put his arms around you and cry and say, how do I help her? The only response I got was, put your hands on her shoulder and pinch right there. Well, that's not changing her explosive behavior. That is not changing the abuse on our children and our family. So how many of you moms out there would shun that man away and not realize what you had and what your daughter had, especially with a young child involved? Again, not about the kids, is it? It's about what's mine. Me. Give me. I want. Kids, what do they mean? They're just kids. Deal with it, kids. Shut up. Stick another sucker in their mouth. That's exactly what has happened. And what's worse of it all is we have systems that are supposed to stop it. Instead, they empower and support it, depending on who you are. And it's all their fault for it to continue. I guess I ought to want to add into that too. And people have already seen me cry enough on this channel. Let alone, I haven't even seen how many times I cry off of this channel, off camera. I'm even on an officer's chest camera doing exactly that. The last time I saw her mom, the police were here. And I put my arms around her and cried on her shoulder again. Does that sound like an abusive, angry man? Or one that hurts? You also pull that camera and you'll see, again, I recorded it. Her mom's mouth in front of our kids. In front of the officer. Again, when you're empowered, again, look at Biden. He's empowered. He does whatever he wants and says it right to your face. I'm going to do whatever I want. Because he's been empowered to do wrong. All of these politicians, just like it was said to me yesterday, there's no consequences for their actions, so they do it. And when they find out there's no consequences, bad people go even further and do even more bad. Well, we need to stop this, people, because where does it stop? I've seen so many lives destroyed, people dead. When does it stop? How much longer and how much more of this do we watch go on and keep asking that question? And how do we do it?